Welcome, everyone. So good to have you here. Do you sometimes catch yourself having these strong emotional responses where you don't know where they actually come from and you feel a bit bad about them? You feel guilty for them afterwards? These kind of responses, they're usually relics from the past. And within these moments, interestingly, you are very often drawn back, pulled back to that past, but you don't see the images, you don't see the scene, but you feel in a similar way, like when this emotion was born. And within these emotions, there's a story. There's exactly this story that you need to see. And these relics, they are actually not here to bother you, to annoy you. They do. I get that. But they are here to remind you that something is not yet integrated. And it's very good that you already are aware that these kind of responses, they are somehow not appropriate for these kind of moments where you're experiencing them. Because that's your first chance to grab it and to take it and to look at it and to ask it, what is the story that you actually want to tell me? What do you want me to know? And sometimes this already helps you to dissolve them. This already helps you to integrate them. And they're not going to create that mess afterwards much longer. Sometimes there's things in the past that your subconscious mind is trying to suppress because it would be too overwhelming for you to go through alone. And if you notice that, it might be good to ask someone else for help. I did that many, many times. I had so many emotional triggers. And each time I realized when I'm asking for help, when I'm going into a session, when I'm meeting these emotions, they're actually not scary much longer. They're actually not this kind of scary monster, but they're really these wounded parts that need your attention and that need your care. Allow yourself to ask for help. Allow yourself to find someone. And I'm also offering sessions in regards to that to meet these emotions. Because if they are integrated, this means the charge is out of your system. And you're going to notice in many situations and circumstances, you just act differently. You don't feel the urge to behave in the same way much longer. And fascinatingly, usually after these kind of sessions where this emotional charge could be released, you notice that you might meet similar situations once or twice again or again, but it's more like a testing ground. And then you realize, okay, no, I'm acting differently. And all of a sudden, maybe these situations don't even come into your life any longer. It's as if, okay, I've dealt with that. It's solved. It's out of my field. It's out of my life. And that's the beautiful thing, which means there's now way more space for something else. So it's not about abandoning our emotions. It's not about feeling bad that we are reacting in that way and trying to suppress them, trying to ignore them. That's not the solution. Since they will still be underneath and they are still screaming for your attention. But it's really about understanding your emotions. It's really about us humans understanding that our emotional sphere is such a precious and beautiful thing, which allows us to experience the world in so many layers. It's really such a beautiful, profound experience to have emotions, to allow them to be experienced. And it's very unique, in my opinion, for us humans to have these many ways of perceiving the world. And therefore, I really feel we can be grateful, we can appreciate these emotions, but we need to understand them. We need to understand how to deal with them, and we need to understand to read them. When is there something that is unresolved? When is it an emotion that is just beautifully flowing and coming out of my inner world and being a beautiful response to the present moment? And just asking yourself that, finding out what your emotions are telling you and finding out how you feel towards them. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you could benefit from this somehow. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Take good care and goodbye for now.